Hi, I'm Paul with Career Services at Western. Let's talk about cover letters. So most people don't enjoy writing cover letters. They can seem intimidating. They can seem difficult to write, but you can do some things in a cover letter that you aren't able to do in a resume. And if you take advantage of that, it can give you a big boost in your job search. So a resume is basically facts about you, right? Facts about your work history, facts about your education. But in a cover letter, you can add your personality. You can talk about why you're interested in that position, why you want to work for that company. Maybe you talk about how you got interested in that field in the first place. Basically, it's your chance to make a personal connection with the employer. And so I want to show you some simple ways that you can create a great cover letter that will set you apart from other applicants. So you can find our cover letter example that you're seeing here, and along with tips on how to write it well, in our job search handbook, which you can find on Western's Career Services website. So first of all, your cover letter should be a separate one-page document. And you don't want it to be attached to your resume. You don't want it to be on the same Word document. You will oftentimes be asked to upload it separately from your resume file. But it can be great to use the same header that you used in your resume. When you list your name and your contact information at the top, you can copy and paste that from your resume, and then they look nice and consistent. Below your contact information, you're going to have the date that you're writing that letter, and then you'll have the contact information for the hiring manager and that company. When you list that person's information, you want to make sure that you have all of the items that are listed here in the example. It's pretty simple to find that in most cases. You can find it in the job description on the website if it's not in the description. If you're having trouble finding the name of the hiring manager, you can even go ahead and give a call to the employer and ask them, who should I address my cover letter to? I'm applying for this position. I used to be a hiring manager, and it was always more impressive to me when someone had put in the work to add my name to that cover letter instead of writing to whom it may concern. But if you absolutely can't find that person's information, you can definitely use that. So below that contact information, you'll address the letter to that person. And then we get to the main part of the cover letter, the body of the cover letter. This is the part that can be kind of confusing. It's hard to know, what do I write in my cover letter? How do I know where to start? What kind of information should I include? And so what we've come up with here is a pretty simple way to structure that cover letter. So you'll begin with an opening paragraph, and in that first paragraph, you want to talk about the position that you're interested in. Make sure you mention which position it is so they know which position you're applying for. And then you want to state how you found out about the job also. That is just helpful for the hiring team to know where their applicants are coming from, where they're finding out about that position. So after that, you want to use this as a chance to set yourself apart and make that personal connection that we talked about. And you can do that by writing about why you're interested in that particular position. You can talk about why you're interested in that company. And to do that, you can, do some research, learn a little bit about the company, go to their website, find news articles about the company. Maybe there's something about the company that you personally appreciate. Like it's a family-owned company, or I appreciate the way that they interact with customers, or I know people that have used their services before and they've said great things about it. Using those kinds of things in your cover letter can help create that connection with the hiring team. So you can also, as we said before, add in things about how you got interested in that field. This opening paragraph basically is just a great way to say, this is the position I'm applying for, and here's why I'm interested in that position. So then we get to the middle paragraph of your cover letter. I think this is the toughest part to write, but again, we have some tips on how to make it more manageable for you. So in the middle paragraph, what you want to do in a nutshell is to highlight a few of your best qualifications for the position you're applying for. Imagine that someone is asking you why they should hire you for that position. Maybe they ask you, what are the top 3 or 4 reasons I should hire you for this position? That's basically what you're trying to get across in a brief way in the middle paragraph or a couple of paragraphs. So one thing that you can do in order to determine, what qualifications or skills do I want to highlight here is check out the job description that you're applying for. Notice what things seem to come up in there a lot, and notice what it is that they're looking for. And then think about, where does my experience, where do my skills match up with those things? And then those can be the things that you address in that middle paragraph. As you're describing your qualifications, you want to be really specific. Don't just say that you have customer service skills, for example. Talk about how you've used your customer service skills, and then talk about the results of that. That'll really help to set you apart, as we see so many cover letters where people just say that they have a skill, and then it's really up to that employer to either believe it or not. But if you can talk about how you've used those skills, that'll really help you to stand out. Anytime you can give examples of accomplishments, of projects, of ways that you've used your skills and your knowledge, that will make your cover letter really strong. And then finally, with your middle paragraph or paragraphs, you want to make sure that you're really being employer-centered. You don't want to have a cover letter that's talking about what you want to get out of the job. You don't want to be saying things like, I want to gain experience, I want to advance in my career. Instead, you want to talk about what you would contribute to the company itself and what you would bring to the job. And then finally, you have a closing paragraph, and that closing paragraph can be as simple as thanking them for their time and their consideration, mentioning again that you're very interested in the position and that you're looking forward to hearing from them about an interview. After that, you can add sincerely, add your name at the bottom, and then you're all set. Just a note that if you're applying for multiple jobs, be sure to customize each cover letter so that they stand out. And if you have any questions as you're writing your cover letter, feel free to contact Career Services. We are here to help in any way that we can. All right, thanks.